Ben, defeating the FA Trophy last time out, what did you make of proceeding?
Yeah, obviously it was a tough night for us all. I spoke about it on the evening after the game, but just to cover it off with you guys again, because I know something happened with the card or something. So yeah, obviously one was we had some boys missing with injuries. Obviously Els was missing, was unable to be involved. Hilly was missing, unable to be involved. So then I had to make a decision whether I started Junior, Dion or Josh Amira. So I decided not to start them, give some other boys in the group a chance to come into the team because of how hard they've been training, how well they've been doing in the National League Cup games as well. Luca Woodhouse also missed the game because he was, as part of his loan agreement from Wickham we had with him, he was playing for them Tuesday night, so he wasn't able to be involved. But listen, they scored early in the game. We'd already been given a warning shot a couple of minutes before that and didn't heed it, and then they obviously got the goal a little bit out of the blue. We had lots of possession without really looking like creating anything first half. Second half was a lot more played in their final third, a lot more box entries, a lot more chances, but we just didn't take any of them, and they obviously had some counter-attacking chances as well. But look, the blow of the game was I tried protecting certain players, but unfortunately for us, Josh Amira come on and within 5 minutes got smashed, a bad tackle on his ankle, and he's obviously had a scan yesterday, so we're going to pray for good news on him. But that was what I was worried about before the game. So I was gutted to lose the game, but even more so gutted to lose Josh as well for the weekend's fixture. So that was a blow for us as well.
Speaking about the weekend's fixture, Rochdale are in town. It was a very tight game at their place earlier in the season. What sort of test will they pose?
Yeah, they've been one of the best teams we played. They was very good, real ball possession team up there with obviously the Gatesheads, the Barnets in the league, the way they play. Got a clear way of playing, that they've stuck to and they've been developing now for a good few years. Obviously strong wing backs, powerful boys that get onto your highest line, cause you problems, and then they've got a front three, you call it a front three or one with two behind that are good as well. And obviously they're two midfielders, they play as pivots, they're good footballers as well. So it's going to be a tough test. Obviously they're doing really well in the league, in the playoff positions, so it's another test for ahead of us coming to our ground. But look, it's one of those games as well that we want to play and then pit our wits against the teams that are in and around them positions, because that's where we want to fight to be. So we'll respect them, but we also know what we need to do to try and have a good day ourselves.
You've already mentioned about Josh Umer and Ryan Hill and Elliot Justin, about some of the boys that missed out, but can we expect any of the boys that have been on the fringes trying to come back? Can we expect to see any of them on the side?
I don't think so. Els will be back for the game. I think it might come too soon for Hilly. Obviously Josh will be missing out. Eastie's good to see Eastie's back in, but he's obviously still quite a number of weeks away with the shoulder injury that he did. Tim's back into training, which is a real plus. Lingy's back into training, so I would say them two are not too far away, and they might be able to play some sort of minutes on Wednesday evening. That will be really pleasing to see both of them two try and get some minutes on Wednesday. I think that's it really. Connor's still a little bit of a while away, and so is Coxie. I don't see them two being anything time soon. So look, I've been managing stuff. I've been managing Reezy, trying to protect him the best I can as well. He's been trying to play through something for me as well. So it's really difficult. I know that obviously fans want you to pick your strongest team at all times, but I'm trying to look after people and know that training, watching them every day and knowing them as people. There's a few boys that have been playing through things for me. So, but I think Tim and Lingy, if they can be back involved and play some minutes on Wednesday in the Essex Senior Cup, that could be a real plus for us. Hilly, I don't think will be long. And obviously we're hoping for good news on Josh. Look, it might just be an impact thing. He might be back really soon. But he had the scan yesterday, so we're just waiting on news on him. So it's just part of it. You have to roll with the injuries. It gives opportunities for others as well. We've still got boys that I believe in and know they can perform. So it's not too dissimilar to 2 weeks ago when we were obviously Wimbledon, when the injuries we had missing there as well. It was just a make-up of last week. Obviously, the game getting cancelled on the Saturday and then having to play the Wednesday night, and there was no fault of anyone's. It was the only way they could get the pitch playable was to do it an extra day. So it's given us a day's less prep for Rochdale, but we'll be ready for them, and the group will be ready for the game ahead.